Hey guys, so we've got a few new features for you that are dropping this week with our new update. The- First off, we've got a reserved appointment blocks. I'll walk you through that here in just a second, but basically that's a way to assign reserved spots on your schedule, ideally for different appointment types, and then have them automatically remove. It's a solution to a problem that we've been looking at for quite a while, trying to figure out the right solution to allow for flexibility and use of the system without overly restricting its use in the calendar, while also achieving a specific goal. And then the second little feature we've got for you is basically a new badge for whenever someone has a balance due, where you can easily view that on the calendar. So let's go ahead and hop into both of these features and I'll show you how they work. Okay, so first off, we're going to talk about reserved slots. So what this is for is we've had a lot of people request a way to, let's say we have a certain part of the day or a certain part of the week that we want to reserve, let's say for hearing evaluation appointments. And we really want our booking staff to only book hearing evaluation appointments there, if at all possible. But then we all know that if that spot isn't taken by a couple of days before the appointment, we really want to fill that time with about anything we can fill it with, or in a lot of cases we do. So we wrestled with ways to solve this, looking at ways other OMS systems do this, other calendar systems do this, a lot of different systems. And really, we decided to come up with our own solution because we didn't find a great one. So here's what we came up with. I think you're going to like it a lot. Just like applying a normal schedule block to your schedule, let's say that every morning, every Wednesday morning, between 9 a.m. and 10 a.m., I want to reserve that spot for hearing evaluations only. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the top of the calendar, I'm going to right click, and here I'll pick my provider that I want to restrict as far as that goes, and we'll go ahead and say that's a 60-minute appointment. And we'll say that it does repeat every week. So we'll say it repeats every week on Wednesday, and repeat ends, I'm just going to pick, I don't know, end of August. Sure, that's fine. And then I'm going to put in all caps here. I'm going to go reserved for evals only. And here where it says reserved slot, you're going to say yes, and you can determine the color that you want it to be. I'm going to pick a nice bright, obnoxious blue just to grab people's eyes so they know what's going on there. But I want this block to disappear from my schedule 2 days before that Wednesday, so on Monday. So that way, if there's not an evaluation scheduled there, the staff can fill it in with whatever they need to. They'll see a blank spot on the schedule at that point. So we're going to do automatic removal 2 days before, and I'm going to hit save. And so now what you're going to see is this reserved slot hearing provider reserved for evals only. And that's going to be here on our schedule every Wednesday during the period that I asked it to repeat. Now, if Monday rolls around and this isn't filled with something, this is going to disappear and you'll have this hour open on your schedule. However, if somebody does call in, they want to make an evaluation appointment, we know we've got this obnoxiously colored block, and we can go over here and we can either delete it. Anybody with calendar access can do that and book an appointment, or to speed things up, we can hit convert to appointment. And here we can just pick our patient, and we'll go with appointment type is, we'll just say that, and then we'll replace our note with annual eval, and that's fine. It's not confirmed. Choose our referral source, whatever we want it to be. We'll hit save, and boom, we've got that on the calendar. So that's feature number 1 for this week. Now, feature number 2, you may have noticed here on this appointment that right here we've got a little $sign. You guys may have noticed the badge that we put in for upgrade eligible patients a few weeks ago, just a little up arrow to visually indicate that this patient their hearing instruments are over 3 years of age. This indicator is showing that this patient has a balance due, and if we go up and we take a look at that patient's file, then we're going to see that, yep, old Dusty here has a balance due of $50. So then we can proceed to collect, or we can correct our invoicing if there's a problem there, whatever we need to do. But that way, now there's a visual indicator on your schedule at all times that pops up anytime a patient has a balance due to your practice. So these are your updates for this week, and I'll be back with another video the next time we update the system. All right, thanks. Bye.